backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Running left, Taylor. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Kaepernick to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Henry again on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it. But what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Second and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared. The receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Kaepernick going to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it in. Complete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Titans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. but I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Titans, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check it back, check it back. Back. Hey, check 24.
Derrick Henry looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And Bullock missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a full touchdown, Indianapolis. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0.
Titans, nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship kicking off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Henry. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill gets this to Ferkser, the tight end.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
From the 22, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to air one out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Second and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
He's coming, he's coming.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check three. Slam.
Tannehill. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Titans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Kaepernick. Looking deep for Hilton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Doyle. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
Now Tannehill. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Oh, fighting through it. He's got space.
It's saying they pay me. I do this.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 57 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is
Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Here's Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Let's go. 30. Now lose one. Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 3. We got 3. Hey. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Kaepernick. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right. Switch. Check 26, check 26. Check your hot read. Slam.
Now it's Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A 1st down carry for Henry. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 31, check 31.
Now a handoff to Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now. Okay, get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire. But at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. First down, Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Colts, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.